The United Nations Special Envoy to Myanmar is due to meet detained opposition leader Aung San Suu Kyi in the capital, Yangon.
Pro-democracy activists inside Myanmar say they're still living in fear of being arrested by government soldiers. Several activists who led the September demonstrations have spoken exclusively to Al Jazeera about life inside what they say is one of the world's most oppressive regimes.
They told our correspondent in Myanmar they're continually on the move to avoid the military authorities. We've withheld his name for his own safety.
On the streets of Yangon, an air of normality has settled over the city. It's a world of market stalls and street vendors. But there is another world in Myanmar, a secret world where activists and democracy campaigners live out of sight of the military junta. A month after the brutal crackdown, where many were killed and thousands were arrested, there are still many on the run. Min, an activist, lives in fear of being caught. Never sleeping in the same place twice, she moves around wherever she can find shelter.
Every night I have to run and hide, but nowadays no one wants to take us in and hide us. It is very hard for us to find a hiding place or any place to sleep. So we help each other, because if they catch us, we'll not be able to change the future of our country.
4 weeks ago it was all so different. On the streets they protested for democracy. There was a wave of hope which was cruelly dashed, and the momentum for change has all but been eclipsed. Men had hopes for more, for people power to push out the military. Now the hopes have switched to the outside world.
The government's army has weapons. We don't even have sticks. We need weapons. That is why we need UN troops. This is the best way for our country. UN troops or some other big country to come in.
There are many like Min in Yangon, many more throughout Myanmar. While their fellow activists linger in jails and detention centers, they are keeping alive the spirit of resistance. But without any determined international pressure, the future looks bleak. Across town, a small group of activists seek guidance from a fortune teller on how to drive through a revolution, which has all but been abated. In Burmese society, no step is taken without consulting these important figures who contact the spirits. Ko asks her for guidance.
What should we do now? Continue hanging up posters and talking to people, or something more?
Just continue very quietly for the next 2 months. After 2 months, there will be a change.
But what will happen in the future? Can you tell me exactly when?
In 2008, something will happen. You don't need to push it now. The army will split into 2 or more groups. You should keep quiet and lay low for now.
It's encouraging. For a little while at least, Ko is comforted. But while some may guess at the future, reality in Myanmar today is that people are living in the grip of a brutal military junta, and it is difficult to see when that will change. Al Jazeera, Yangon.